Hello, hello, good morning. Happy Saturday. I couldn't tell if things just reset. I accidentally shocked my stream deck and that caused it to reboot. So that was fun. Hi, Zilby. Zilby's here. You never like the smell. You think it's an affront to everything. But he can't help it. He has to smell everything. All right, today we're going to be doing more adventures in CORS. This time we're going to be exploring the back end side of things. Let me go ahead. Oh, okay, sorry, I drummed my chair arms. They got your attention. Okay, so we're gonna explore the back end specifically with Axum and how to set those headers. We'll probably set the headers manually, and then we'll also use the CORS crate to set them, the middleware, and then I don't really think there's anything else like that's necessary to really like sort of look at. And then we'll be good. I'm thinking after that we'll take a look at the Helix editor because I've got it. I've been informed that things are a big update dropped, and it's good. All right, so let's uh, let's go ahead and put on our adventure hat because today is another adventure day. Okay, so what are we looking at? Oh, let's launch the U app that we had before. So let's start with that. So create a new tab. We'll make this. I'll name this CORS, and then we'll over here code Brooks builds. No. CORS. Oh, exploring CORS. That's what it was. Okay. All right. So we have our information. We have the headers that we're reading here. That's great. We're probably going to switch this around to then look at the server side. So next up, let's go ahead and build a backend with Axum. Okay, it's been a minute. I need to go remind myself how to set up Axum for this. Uh, Dog ears, hello. Have I been using Zellage for long? It's been a month or two. I want to say over a month, but I don't remember the exact date that I started. So it's not been like half a year. It's been less than that. But so far I've been liking it. There's some things that are like really easy to fall into trap wise. Like for example, if I go into the tab and I hit S, uh, is it tab S or is it? Yeah, yeah. Then I get like weird stuff all the time where I'm like typing to all of them, and that is very confusing. I thought it was a bug the first time that it happened. I didn't notice that when you press tab down here, there's this sync. Yeah, there's a sync. Apparently, I went looking. Apparently, there was an issue that somebody put in saying, "Hey, I have a use case for typing into every single pane in a tab at the same time. Can you enable that?" So they did. Uh, and I didn't notice like when I went into that mode, this sync happens here. Um, eventually I did, and like pressing like escape doesn't work because it's sending escapes inside. It's a thing. So let's see, tab S to turn that off. Yeah, so it's a feature. I would love to add new commands down here so that if I do something like tab, I could like add something new. I don't know exactly how to do that yet. But yeah, it's so far I like it a lot. I do. So I've got a layout set up. So these first three on the left, the YCL LMS, they're set up for me. So like every time I just run Zellage, the default layout is this. And then we're adding new ones on today, just for today, just for CORS explorations. So let's see. I did. I once again I used Chat GPT to come up with the title name. So that's where I asked it like, "Hey, I'm doing this thing. Give me a title." And so far, it's today's style is a little bit more adventuresome than yesterday's title from it. We'll see how it goes when I go back to the LMS on a Monday. But okay, so I want Axum. I don't think they have a web page yet. I don't think so. I think it's still just uh their homepage like this. Okay, so what do we need? We need Tokyo. We need Axum, obviously. So let's do a cargo add. Um, I realize that I should probably add one more. Okay, let's do split plane right. And was it pane? Oh, it's N for resize. That's okay. You can see the edge of that P. Let's do that. Uh, just that way I know this is gone. I can't really use that. I'll do something like that. There we go. All right. So cargo add accent. We are absolutely going to need headers. So headers, I don't need HTTP2. Don't think I need the macros or the multi-part or the WebSockets. Okay, we also need Tokyo, which we could then pull in the macros for that. And I think that's all we need. So that should give us this now. So all right, we have those use statements. Okay, so we need to make an async main function. So an async main function, and we're going to use that Tokyo main for this. Tokyo main. We're gonna do, okay, so we need to create a router. So router new, route, and then create a routes. Okay, so router new, and then we can do the route. Oh, and that creates us an app, right? Yeah. Not route. I want router new, and then just route. Okay, path. Go to slash. I can never remember. There's a command I can go to like the next snippet little section. I don't remember what it is. Okay, the method. This is, I think, just going to be something like this. So I could do a function where return like hello world. What are you upset about? What are you upset about? Oh, I need the RT multi-thread. Okay. RT multi-thread. All right. That should make Tokyo happy. Let's see. So then you're unhappy. Expected struct method router found close. Oh, okay. So it's not exactly. Oh, it's async. I need. Oh, it's. Oh, right. I need to use that get block. I forget. I forgot about the get block. So it's going to be a get. So a get, and then a handler. That's going to be an async method that can then return hello world. Something like that. Async closures are unstable. Oh, nope. It's opposite. And then you're a block inside of here. Okay. Type annotations need for router. Okay, so you'll figure it out as soon as I use you, which is going to be this Axum server bind. Okay, so do Axum server bind. The address. Okay, so that's apparently a reference to a stir. That seems weird, but okay. Let's do 0.0.0.0. Port. We'll do 3000. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so then we're gonna parse it and unwrap it. That's why we need the references, because we're also gonna parse this and unwrap it. So parse, unwrap that. That probably puts into like a string or something. So then reference you. Then we can serve it, await, and unwrap. So serve. Now, okay, then we take the app into make service. App into make service. We have to await you. Didn't know about that await. I'm a little bit concerned about that. And then we last unwrap. Yeah, Rust Analyzer has stopped helping me, which means it's usually something wrong. Maybe, possibly. All right. let's come over here, and I have a little bit of room. Let's like open this up a little bit. I will do a pane. We'll do down. Let's cd into exploring CORS Axum, and we'll do a cargo run. Let's see. I think I can deny that, and I locally can still hit it. All right, so we're going to use Rapid API for this. Previously, we were using Thunderbird. Thunderbird? No, Thunderbolt? Thunder Client, which was an extension in VS Code, but we're using NeoVim now. So I don't want to have to open up VS Code just for API hitting. All right, so yes, I know. I've not been like saving these. Probably create one and save it. All right, so we're gonna do a get to HTTP localhost 3000, and I get this hello world here. Yeah, I can make that part big. I just can't make like the part that you care about big. Do I like this more than Postman? I haven't fully decided yet. So I use Postman at work, but the problem that I ran into with Postman is that they keep on asking me to pay them for like stuff, and we can't afford it. Like our work can't afford it for like the entire team. My boss had PA before his Rapid API. It was called PA, and he paid for it. And he really liked it. Now it's free, and so I'm thinking, hey, maybe we can go with this. And he's willing to like pay for that. So yeah, this is apparently what PA's turned into. So it's still around. It just changed its name. It's now Rapid API. The thing that I'm not super happy about is I can't improve this interface size. As far as I can tell, I can't zoom this in. I can zoom in the response and the preview, but that's it. That sucks. Also, Kevin and Ree, hello. How are you doing today? Okay, so we have you all running and you're happy. And so now what we can do is we can open up. Let's see how I want to do this. I've lost the stuff on the right. Oh, I can make Zilby cam a little bit better. Sorry, Zilby. Go back to sleep. Let's see. So we have. I can maybe use this stuff on the left. I can split you down. We can split this down. So let's do split down. Go back into exploring CORS, and we'll vim in here. This is a U application. So if you're not familiar with U, it's a front-end framework written, well, in Rust. So I have this hitting something called HTTP bin, which is an online sort of API that you just hit and it gives you response headers. So we're just going to instead hit this with HTTP localhost port 3000, and that's it. It's going to be a GET request. So I don't need these queries anymore. Okay, we send that. We wait this back. We're getting all the headers that's coming back, and then we're logging them with the key and a value. Startup Builder, hello, good morning. How much do you need to charge for front-end dev work? They want to hire you for 6 months. You know, I've not been in that position before where I've had to like make the charge. Usually there's some like starting point where they want to hire me for a certain amount, and then we just negotiate up or down a little bit. I the way I sort of think about it is how much money do you want to make in a year? Um, and that would be so let's and then divide that in two. And that's a really rough estimate for like the hourly wage. So for example, if you want to make $100,000 a year, that would be $50 per hour because, it's 20 48 hours that like sort of kind of goes into like what that is. It would be a little bit more than $100,000 a year, but like there's taxes and health insurance and other stuff that you have to deal with. So in the end, it sort of levels out. Is it going to be hourly, or are they going to hire you 6 months for um, like a W-2 type thing? I don't know if you're in the U.S., but W-2 is like the full time exempt from overtime type thing. 6 months contract, so probably hourly then, right? So I'm not good at like figuring out what the market rate is for myself, and so I certainly wouldn't recommend taking like any numbers that I come up with. So I don't want to give you a number specifically for this. I think it's going to be a combination of, well, if you can find anybody else who is making money that way, I would highly recommend going and talking to them. They might help you figure out what the market is in your area. Outside of that, I'm also terrible at negotiating. I'm I'm not good at negotiating things. I try. I'm just not very good at like getting like super optimizing things. So I would have like the basic advice that I've always been given is have a have a low number. Like have a number that you will not work for if it's below that. And then have a number somewhere above that that's like, oh, this would be like I would be happy with this, and then have a number above that that would be ecstatic with that. Start with the ecstatic, and then be willing to move down into happy, and then if they keep on dropping you down below and it's below your like no point, then just say no. Um, have those three things, write them down and have them in front of you when you do the phone calls or the negotiations. That way you can't accidentally forget them and like go with something else, like go too low or ask something too high and it caused them to just say no immediately. And then let us know how it goes. Hopefully it goes well and you're able to get a good rate. Also, money can be supplemented if they want to pay you a lot less. You might be able to negotiate for other things. I don't know what those things are. It depends upon the company, but you might be able to negotiate for it. Okay, so we're gonna take the headers. Here, let's start by just logging out the keys for this. $68 an hour. All right, good luck, and I'm looking. We'll look forward to seeing if that works and how it goes. Okay, so that says hitting the sir. Oh, okay. So here I'm at 8080. I hit refresh. You're unhappy. Reloaded. Oh yeah, we just immediately get the CORS error, and that makes sense, right? Like this is where we're exploring CORS here. So network error attempt to fetch resource. Okay, so this is I was gonna say, okay, you had a dot where the okay, where I would normally put a comma. I was gonna say like $10 a month seems really low. I would not recommend that. But okay, yeah. If they're good for that, then that would be great. Okay, so cross origin request blocked. This is like the entire thing. This is what hits everybody. Uh if we take a look at our okay, so Can I tell you to show me? Oh, I was really hoping that I can like have it show the option requests. I think the option requests are being hidden. Sometimes you can get it to show, and I forget exactly how to do that. That's too bad. But okay, so we do a get request out to slash. The browser notices that we're missing a CORS missing allow origin header, and so because of that, the browser says, "Hey, you are not allowed. The server has requested that you not be allowed to do any methods like a get request for slash. You just can't do that. So therefore, I'm going to deny you. We're not going to load up the code." You noticed, however, in Rapid API, this worked just fine. And that's because only browsers pay attention to CORS. So if you hear somebody saying, "Hey, put CORS in, it is security, it'll prevent people from hitting your web server," it's only partially correct, because it's only browsers that listen to it and like pay attention to it. And anybody who knows what they're doing doesn't have to use a browser. Also, it's possible to like tell the browser to ignore CORS anyways and just go through with it. Like that's a thing that can happen. So okay, so what do we want to do? Well, we want to make it so we can at least hit slash and see these headers. So let's do, we will start with setting the headers on this thing. So I need to remember how to set headers. Let's also create like a route function for this. So we're gonna have an async function, I guess like get like hello world maybe. We can return a string. We'll just put in hello world. And then replace you with this. Okay, so that should make that happy. Everything should still be the same. So if we rerun, this is kind of funny. My U app is served up here with the code down here. That's not great. I wonder if I can I swap? So can I go into like pane mode? And I want to swap up. But I don't see that. There's an H move. Oh yeah, okay. So I can move it up. That works. Thank you. No, this is my exploration hat. So I've been wearing it when we do explorations. I haven't done exploration in a long time. So it's my we're going out exploring. And it's way too windy here. I live in country. I live in like in Colorado, but it's not in like the country part of Colorado. Okay, so exploring. What was I doing? I was okay. So that's oh, I need to restart you. Cargo run. That's exactly right. Stacking. I'm channeling my inner Indiana Jones. Okay, let's deny you again. You won't call me Junior. Well, thank you for that, Stacking. Also, how are you doing today? Um, Kevinry, you're currently learning Rust. What bothers you a bit is that there's no async runtime in the standard library. Yeah, that well, there's there's a lot of things that are missing from the standard library. Now there's like a lot of blog articles from like core members that are saying like, oh, they'll never add that in. And looking at something like random and having that not in there is like it 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 does make me think that maybe they're right. It never will be added in. It's also quite possible that they're gonna wait a long time to just sort of like see what wins, like what's the best way to do it, and then they create one or pull like a popular one in. Tokyo is really heavy. It's awesome. It's really heavy, so I can see why they don't want that in standard and core. And yeah, like I could also see like the arguments for it because like not every program needs async, and maybe you don't just want that in there, and you're doing programming on a potato. You want to make sure that you only pull in what you really need to pull in. Is it safe to live in America? You hear lots of bad stories. You think Europe is more safe. I've not been to Europe, so I can't like directly compare with my own sort of like information. If so, there Colorado did recently have another super like horrible school shooting event, and we also had like one of the first ones. I remember when I was in high school and hearing about that, and like it was just I didn't when I was growing up I didn't have to do like the school shooting drills that the students need to now. It really sucks. It's not like it's not that dangerous, but then like I don't necessarily fear for my life going out just to go out hang out. But at the same time, there's a lot of these events that do happen, and we just sort of have to keep it in mind. So I don't know. It's hard for me to answer that question like in any way that like is satisfying because I don't have anything to compare it to. Like I've never lived elsewhere. So sorry about that. I feel generally safe for the most part. Um, Rust is big into backwards compatibility, so they don't want libs with breaking changes that will break a version jumps. Right, exactly. And they also want to minimize like big, huge version updates. Because like when I went to like the 2018 edition, um, that was a huge jump. That broke backwards compatibility with some stuff, which is why it's an addition, and they want to minimize those. Is Brooks short for your name? No. Also trying to think, what would it be short for? What would be longer? I guess Brookzerker. It's short for my Brookzerker name. Go also shares. Oh, it's okay. And my name is not Brooklyn. No. Go also shares the same ideology. They don't want breaking changes every few years. They even grumbled for years about jumping to 2.0. It makes sense when you need to. Also, like there's that lesson that Python learned the really hard way. Got to be careful with those breaking changes and making sure that it's like not leaving the entire community out to dry, and the community because the community just won't move over to the new version, which could be very bad for the language. I mean, they survived. Like Python didn't like die or anything, and it's still very strong. And everybody's now on 3, but that was rough. Okay, what are we doing? So we are not even able to look at keys because we can't even make the call to slash. So what do we want to do? We need to tell the client here when it makes the request that it is allowed to hit this function. And we can do that with the CORS headers, and it actually tells us we need this header access control allow origin. We need that header in here. So I need to remember how to add in, can I just figure it out? Can I just do, so we have route, serve, can I do like, no, there's no header stuff in there. How about in here? We could do maybe a layer. Okay. I need to go actually like look it up. Wait, was it in there? There was a external responses. It might be middleware we do this in because I think we can set a header in middleware for like the response. Or I can do that in the route. It's I think there's like several places we could do this. Headers. Enables extracting. Okay, extracting type headers. I don't want that. I think we go to middleware, we'll see commonly used middleware. I think they actually show somewhere in here there people use a CORS layer for handling CORS. So commonly used middleware, a CORS layer. So let's do this manually first, and then we'll implement the nice CORS. So we need to apply middleware, writing middleware. I think we use the from function because we don't. Oh, come on. That doesn't take me anywhere else when I click on it. Let's see. Steven, your company moved to Agile and has had a demo be every team's goal for quarter one and quarter two. What do you think? 1,500 person company. That let's see. That seems really low, like really really long. But if they're only recently moved to Agile, that's a good first step. Is to like demo off things like quicker than you were doing before. Uh, we I have like my team do demos with each other every day. So like at the end of the day, we do like basically a stand down. We get together. I call it demo time, and any like issues that we've now completed, and like we're moving over into like okay, these are done. They're actually deployed out to production. We let demo it off to each other, and then the next day I'll write up something and I'll send it over to like the rest of the companies that they can see it off. So um I think the idea of what they want, they're using demos in maybe like a different way than demo code. It's more of like show off what we've done. Like show off what you've done. And you always want to be like in progress of doing stuff. So this would be more of like production level demos, not like okay, not prototype demos. Slightly different things. In response, we can set the header or middleware. You need to add or edit things in response object and middleware to attach the header to it. Right. That's how I do it in like Express. And I just forget how we do that in here. I'm not happy that this doesn't take me to like where to do it. This like takes me exactly to the same place, all three of these links. It's like, okay. Um oh wait, from function. I want to go. Okay. But that takes me the same thing. Um, okay. Will you show me from function? Okay, fine. We'll search for it. From function. We don't need a state, so we need this. All right, so we're going to create a my middleware, something like this, and then we can do this layer middleware from function, and then my middleware. This will take in a generic, which is the request. Okay, so that makes sense. So I can just copy and paste this. This will be fine. Where am I? I'm in up here. So let's call this my CORS. We'll take in B. So it's the request B. Let's see, save you. You don't know what this is, do you? No, I want request. Okay, so bring in all those. This literally just runs the next request. Okay, so it's not really doing anything. Do something with the request. Do something with the response to the next request, and then return that. Okay. So then in here we have serve. Let's do layer. Layer. Is it not here? Oh, no, it's not here. It's here. Okay, layer. This is something from function. We want the middleware from function, and then that becomes the my CORS. Let's also update you to do a cargo watch. Cargo watch. Do I not have cargo watch on here? I thought I did. I guess I don't. Cargo watch. Guess it's let's go to crates. This is it, right? This is the right one? It looks like it. So it's cargo dash watch. Cargo install. Cargo watch. Twisted Seed, hello. How are you doing today? Love the hat. Well, thank you. We're in exploration day with the hat. I want to try to like remember to actually do it when we do more explorations. I think it's like fun and slightly different. Okay, there we go. So now I can do cargo watch. And then I want this. The command, which command is it's X or okay, so it's X, I believe. Because X is gonna be the a cargo command. So we're gonna do cargo watch X run. So this will run cargo watch. This will run cargo run every time a file changes in this directory. So now I can like save this and it reruns that. So perfect. Exactly what we want. So now we can have an CORS in here, and I want to take the request and update it with a header. So let's see if I can do this. So request dot Returns. Okay, so returns a mutable reference to the associated header field map. Okay, so we do that. Okay, I want to do headers dot. What can I do? What are you to begin with? Are you a hash map? It's a header map. Okay, so headers. Okay, so I have things like keys, clear. I can insert, I believe, right? Insert. Okay, insert key. So we noticed it wants us to add this access control allow origin. Now, if we want to go take a look at what this means, if only we could see the type right next to the variable. I know. We're gonna take a look at Helix later, and it should have that. At least that's what I think you were mentioning, right? Okay, so access control allow origin. Now, what's the origin that we're going to allow? Now, I could do something like star, and that would allow every origin. And I believe in the class that I did for Axum, we just did the CORS middleware that's brought to you, and that's what it does. But that's not necessarily what you want in a real life application. Normally, we want to lock it down to specific origins. Now, what's an origin? Well, let's take a look at this URL here. So the origin is going to be every single part of this. We have HTTP. Well, my U application is running on HTTP. So I want to lock this down to, and I believe that's how this works, right? Let's go take a look to double check. Otherwise, I'll be saying something and it's like proven wrong right away. I will do MDN access control allow origin. I like going here more than going to the W3 website. Oh yeah, so you could then put the origin here. So origin specifies an origin. Only a single origin can be specified. If the server supports clients for multiple origins, it must be returned the origin for the specific client making the request. So I can't like do multiple here. So here, all right. So the one client we're allowed to do HTTP : localhost port 8080. That's the only origin that's allowed to hit this server. And every part of it needs to match the protocol, the host, and the port. You don't like this. Expected to struct header value found to stir. Okay. A header value needs to be... Okay, so the key is fine. Okay, so insert host world. Oh, interesting. Parse unwrap. Okay, so I need to parse and unwrap that? Interesting. So we'll parse and unwrap that. Is not declared as mutable. So wait, I think the request needs to be mutable here, right? Okay, there we go. No, keep on denying. All right, so now if we come back to here and we hit refresh, CORS header access control allow origin is missing. Let's see. So this is in my CORS. It's trying to hit here. I want it to hit Okay, so I have the layer in here. We saved and you're rerunning. Let's go ahead and check with you. Oh yeah, so I'm still not seeing the headers actually show up in here. So that was not how to add the header in. I was kind of hoping that would just magically work. Is me adding the headers in here and then running next in this and then going. So let's see. Want to check in here. I don't want extractors. So maybe like want headers. That's extract response. Oh, wait. Did I do that to the request? I did that to the request, didn't I? Oh, I want it to the response. Do something. Oh, do something with response. Okay, so I will actually want this. That's my problem. Okay, so I want to do this with response. Cannot borrow responses mutable. Okay, so you need to be here. Eventually, I'm just going to say allow because I'm getting tired of that pop up. Okay, so how about you? Are you happier now? Yes. Okay. Now we don't get that error anymore, and we're able to see that we make the request to slash to here, and it's just fine. And we see this access control allow origin to HTTP. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. HTTP colon slash slash localhost port 8080. Now, if any of that changed, this wouldn't work anymore. So if I were to say, I want you to be like HTTPS, for example, this hits people all the time. Fine, allow. Can you not? Okay, there it goes. All right, so if I hit refresh here, we're back to failing again because it didn't exactly match. And that's really important. So we can now see here, all right, that has to match. And also, we have to, like, you can only have one here. We saw in the rules of access control allow origin, I can't put like, this goes HPS, localhost 8080, or something else, or something else, or something else. Only one thing can be sent back at a time. And if the CORS middleware is allowing us to pass multiple things, it's because it's checking to see, are you one of those origins? And then it's setting this dynamically every single time. So this is basically me saying, all right, well, this is this URL essentially is matching what we expect. And so you can set that to be what you know it's going to be every single time. And hopefully you do know what it's going to be every single time. The HTTPS is hitting you all the time. Yeah. This is something that hits people like constantly when first learning this. Like every single time without pause, without fail, without success. I don't know. But okay, so this is saying that we're allowed to hit this. I need to turn that back. Oh, come on. Every time? Okay. Okay, here we go. So we get that. Now we're getting these headers back from the server. I'm getting this out here. Let's see if I can take the data that comes in. So we make the call. So we get the response. I'm just looking at the response headers. I think that I can also get the data. So let's see. Response dot. What else can I access in here? We have, oh, body. It's probably the body. So I get the body. Let's unwrap for default. Let's let our body equals that. And then we'll glue console log. The body is body. Let's see. Oh, you don't like that. Readable stream default is not satisfied. Well, okay. You said I could do that. Rest analyzer. Let's just unwrap. Okay, so that gives me a readable stream, right? Oh, but apparently Glue thinks that I'm going to be able to print this out. So let's find out. Oh, cool. Okay, we get this readable stream. That's not helpful. All right, so then can I extract you out? Locked, cancel, power is bool. ToString. Okay. Let's turn it into a string. Great, I get object readable string. Haha, I got the object. Oh, because it's a JavaScript thing now. Oh, we gotta love JavaScript. The object. Let's see. Get reader is undefined. I don't remember what I need to do to get to extract out the raw body string. Is it not body? Maybe it's not body. Maybe it's something else. So we have okay. Oh, that just checks to see whether it's a 200 or not. Text. There it is. Reads the response as a text. So if we say view, yeah, it did not work. It's a future. Okay, so I need to await. The straight bound from glue. Okay, now it's in a result. So then we unwrap. And now we're happy. And so now here we can see, okay, body, hello world. Okay, so now we can see the hello world here. All right, so we have the thing that we're sending, and we have just some basic headers that we're sending back to. And we're allowing ourselves to get this. Now we have some other things we can do too with CORS. So I want, so we have access control allow origin. There's some other ones. So can we go look through these? Let's see. We have access control allow credentials. This will be whether or not to expose authorization type stuff. So let's pretend that we have, let's see, so headers insert. Let's do another headers insert here. Let's do authorization. And we'll pretend that this is a bearer token. So bearer, and then very highly realistic, this absolutely would work token. I was really kind of hoping that this would just always allow it. Oh, you know why? Because I'm not an admin in this profile. That's probably what it is. And so it's constantly hitting me with that. That sucks. Oh, okay. So We hit you. We do that thing. Okay, so now we come back to our run. Hit refresh. Notice that we're still not receiving. We don't see the authorization here. If I hit this with Rapid API though, I see an authorization here, which I can't make bigger. I'm sorry. So you have to, if you're on anything that's not a gigantic monitor, there is a authorization which I see my bearer token there here in Rapid API, but I don't see it in the browser. And so that's because CORS also allows us not just like to hit the server at all, but to see what let's see what headers I'm allowed to see, or if we take a look here, what methods I'm allowed to hit. Like we can say by default, I think a get request is allowed. I think it would say in here somewhere, right? I mean, clearly a get request is allowed because I'm hitting that. Like I'm getting that just fine. But if I wanted to add in like a post request, then I would absolutely need to allow this. Does it show what the default is? Not really. Do we have to go look at the standard? I don't want to go look at the standard. That just takes me to what method is. It doesn't really tell me what the default are. It's telling me what they do. Examples. Okay, so how about if I search for the word default? There's 90 defaults. Oh, great. What is this part of the app? Okay. Default user agent. Okay, task definition. Okay, none of this is helpful. The default request mode is no CORS. Why is it? Wait, what? Default request mode is no CORS? That feels weird. Where is that? What are we talking about here? It's like a request. So a request has no CORS? The input is to fetch a request. Request. Okay. Why is that? I would have always expected it to be CORS, unless no CORS is what we. It says it's not. It's not safe. So, even though the default request mode is no CORS, basically it's saying don't implement the default request mode. Make it literally anything else, but I believe it's CORS. Makes the request a CORS request, in which case fetch will return a network error if the requested resource does not understand the CORS protocol, or if the requested resource is one that intentionally does not participate in the CORS protocol, like what we had initially where we did not have the headers. No CORS. Restricts requests to using CORS safe listed methods. And CORS safe listed request headers. Upon success, fetch will return an opaque filtered response. I can't decide. I think it's CORS that's being used. No, I think they're talking about fetch essentially in the browser. But this doesn't really tell me what the default is. Okay, so there's cache stuff. Okay, now we're in, okay. So this is one document that has a lot of stuff, including the CORS, which is not helpful. This thing I hate looking through like all the standard documentation. It's I wish they would like break it out into like separate stuff. So do we have okay CORS protocol? I would not be surprised if get for the method is default. But it doesn't really say what these need to be here. Which is unfortunate. But okay. If I were to set up a post, let's actually just make this a post. So up here, we will say, here we go. You are now going to be a post instead of get. So then, yes, go ahead. Oh my gosh. I should just deny it. That's actually faster to deny it. All right, so you will stop working. Let's change you to a post. No, not a put, a post. Everything else is the same. We have all the same information there. We'll come back to you and we'll update you to be a post for this request. And everything should be the same here, but let's see if this works. We did a post to slash. Oh, interesting. So I wonder if it allows for everything. Okay. Let's throw in a header and allow methods. I wonder if it's by default star. So if I do, let's say, so I think this is methods. Let's go back to the nice MDN docs. So allow methods, that's what it is. This is going to be allows one or more methods. It can be a comma separated value. So like post, get, and so on. So let's say we're allowed to methods. We're going to allow a get, and I'm not going to allow a post, which is should make this fail. Okay, I would have expected that access allow control methods get only get deny on. All right. All right. What did I do wrong? So yeah, post get options. Access control allow methods Did I spell that correct? Access control allow methods. Yeah, that looks right. Is there something else? Um, Credentials. Okay, so allow headers, allow origin, expose headers, max age, request. Oh, request method. What's this? The access control request method request header is used by browsers when issuing a pre-flight request to let the server know which HTTP method will be used when the actual request is made. This header is necessary as the pre-flight request is always in options and doesn't use the same method as the actual request. Header type is the forbidden. Oh wait, it's forbidden from use for anything else. Okay, so maybe I need to use this one. You're only allowed to do a get request. Oh, it's still liking it. It's still letting me do a post. This is a 200. I've got disable cache on. Why is this failing? I mean, why is this succeeding, really? Why are you letting me hit this? I am trying to set it so that it can't get it. I'm hitting it with a post. I'm saying I only want that. Is there... I can put the allow methods back again. Okay, allow methods is get. Request method is get. But this is a post. But that's still working. Hmm. Yeah, so allow methods get, allow origin. Okay, so it's the right origin. That's fine. Request method is get. Authorization bear. Huh. I don't know why this is letting me do the thing. I was kind of hoping that it would fail. But apparently I'm not doing CORS right here. So that kind of sucks. So I won't be able to create the little micro course for this until we figure out like how to actually prevent it, which kind of sucks. Let's see. What else? What else can we try? Well, I guess like the other part that was hitting us is the allow headers and the allow credentials. So let's allow headers. So access control allow headers. You notice here trying to break something for an example and accidentally keeps doing everything right. I know. It sucks. It sucks when everything just works, doesn't it? All right, let's do here. We'll delete you. All right, next one. There you go. Okay, so headers. What headers are we allowed to get? So if we take a look at Rapid API, we have content type, content length, access control, allow origin, authorization, and date. If we look at what we're seeing here, we have content length, content type. Those are the only two headers that we're seeing out here. So we have content type, content length. So access control, allow origin, authorization, and date are not being seen. Let's open up date. Let's see what the date is for this. So change you to date. Hit here. I'll hit refresh. Oh, that didn't see it. What's interesting also is that I do see the response headers here with everything. I just don't see it in JavaScript, and I think that's important. Do I not get date here? Do I not get a set? Is it date? Oh, it's not showing that. Okay. That's too bad. Can I actually see? Yeah, allow headers date. Okay. So I see the allow headers. I'm just not seeing the headers here. Let's try star. Star is like a one where like, okay, I want to see all the headers. I want JavaScript to be able to look at every single one of them. Ooh, okay. You're not allowed to see anything. So that's letting me show those. If we look at our code down here, we make the call, we get all the headers, and I'm logging out the keys. There you go. CORS is just not working again. I know. The problem is usually CORS just not working again is usually not working in a way that breaks your application, not one that like just makes it okay and fine. Okay. So to come back to here, I want. Wonder if I'm not allowed to like expose. Oh no, because we were able to do those before. Now this access control allow credentials. Let's try this one. And this can be a true, right? Oh, look at this. Note that simple GET requests are not pre-flighted, so it never sends an option before it. Am I sending options now? No, it's not sending an option for this post request. For a CORS request with credentials for browsers to expose the response to the front-end JavaScript code, both the server using the access control allow credentials header and the client, by setting the credentials mode, must indicate that they're opting to include credentials. Interesting. So I wonder, can we set the mode in request? I don't think I've ever looked at that. All right, so we need to set this to be true. So let's copy you. Throw you in here. You will be true. Okay. X control allow headers. Okay, that's great. And then what do I need to do with you? I want to, okay, so if I hit refresh, We don't see authorization yet in here, but I can see allow credentials true. Okay. Do I now need to set the request mode by setting the credentials mode? Now, request is essentially just fetch. So I need to set. I'm actually surprised when we were debugging this in Discord the other day for that. We looked at the core stuff. I don't even think we considered that we need to set the mode in the request to also get the credentials. I'm glad that I just worked with the core stuff. Okay, so post. Now I think that there's some options we can do here. Mode, look at that. And it's a request mode. Okay, so mode, we have a request mode. Oh, request mode, CORS, no CORS, navigate, same origin, non-exhaustive. Request credentials. I can't see that. I can't see what's to the left of this. What are you? I don't think that's right. Found enum request credentials. Okay, so hold on. So we have that mode, request mode. I don't think that was right. Using cache query header, method, observe, redirect. Credentials. Controls what browsers do with credentials. Okay, so credentials, and this is the credentials include. So now we should see those credentials. We don't. I do wonder, though, if there is that mode thing that we were looking at. Mode, there's the request mode. I want CORS. It's not auto-refreshing. Still not getting the option request. So allow credentials true. I'm not seeing them here. Oh. Okay, that successfully recompiled. Okay, what other choices do we have in here? So we have CORS, no CORS, navigate, same origin, non-exhaustive. Try same origin. Oh, okay. Error sending request. Network error when attempting to fetch resource. It's not the same origin. Okay. So that's slightly better. It is the same origin though. So like, oh no, I'm saying it has to be the same. Okay. So it's trying to run this off of a different server essentially. So that's why that failed. I do want this to be like, I want it to be CORS. I want it to pay attention to that. I like feel that that's supposed to work. But like it's with everything else in CORS today. It's like, just the fact that we're only allowing get. And we're making a post. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're allowing the headers, we're allowing the credentials, but we don't get the credentials. That's it's fine. Okay. Let's see, what else? Is there anything else in here we could do? So we have mode credentials. Not really. Nothing special for that. Okay, and this is all being set before we send out. Okay, so we send a post. Okay. And if I go back to sending a get request, this will fail. Uh, let's put this back to get. So if I do that up here, let's update you to a get. Okay, so you're all still working. That makes sense because now we're matching the get. And now if I set the other thing to require post, I would expect that this would. I mean, we've been expecting it should fail the entire time, right? So, uh, request method should be post. Okay, they're post here, but it's fine. We'll just make a get request to be fine. It will just work. Okay, that's great. I wonder. I'm also curious now. What other browsers do I have? I have normal Firefox. How about normal Firefox? Do you care about this? Oh, you're okay with that, but it has the same sort of problems. But you're fine. Do I have Chrome? I have Chrome. Don't set. Don't send. Okay. Exactly the same thing. And you're not yelling at me about CORS. Okay. So I've clearly misconfigured CORS here. So I think I need to spend some more time looking into this. Maybe some other time we'll come back and like figure this out. But I think for right now I'm gonna like not continue moving forward with this because unfortunately just like I'm building on top of like obviously false stuff. So yeah, this is too bad. We'll come back and we'll play around with this a little bit later. All right, so the next thing I want to do, let me change the title. Let's ask my AI. What title should I have? Okay. Now I'm going to explore Helix editor. Um, give me a title for that. It's not going to be a comprehensive exploration. Can I make this bigger? I can. Unleashing the power of Helix editor. Not really. Getting to know, nah. I mean, this one is the closest to reality, but learn a lot. Maybe not. How about like just checking out Helix editor, game trainer? It's these are not as uh what is it like these are not as sort of like explosive. I don't know what I'm thinking of. But let's change my stream title and talk about Helix editor. Go explore that. All right, so let's I'm gonna change it slightly. We're gonna do exploring helix editor with rest. And I can let's remove NeoVim and throw in helix. Okay, let's go find helix editor. How do I install you? Install now. Can I install you with Homebrew? Homebrew. Absolutely. Okay. What is the name of the package? Helix. Okay. That's the name of the package. I'm going to use my other terminal to install this because I want to move over to my other account for that. So I'm going to do, I want to su Okay, there we go. Now I can do a brew install helix. Oh, of course, brew needs to update. I have 40 outdated formula. Oh, I bet Zellage is one of them. I bet we can update Zellage and get some new stuff. Okay, Helix is installed, which means over here, we should now have access to it. Let's create a new tab. Call it Helix. All right, can I just... Helix is not found. Where is Helix? Oh, not found there either. Okay. Where did you... Is it not called Helix? Oh, is it HX? It's just HX. Okay. HX. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Ramiz. Also, hello. Yeah, so I'm kind of surprised they don't also have Helix as the name. Like that would be the first thing, like when you're first installing it, and if you haven't looked at the instructions, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna type out like the same thing I installed it as, right? That's how to run it. All right, so a nice purple background. That's easy on the eyes. If I press return, okay, so it's pretty much. Oh, I can go down below the buffer. Interesting. It's pretty much Vim but rewritten, right? Ooh, if I do, okay, okay. So far, I think things are kind of make sense. Let's go ahead and just without trying anything, try to like run one of these things. Um, oh, interesting. I press space, open file picker. All right, let's try main. Hey, that's not too bad. Space. Okay, so if I'm in command mode and I press space, get this. We have file picker, current working directory. The default Helix is pretty much how you have NeoVim configured now. That might be nice if we don't like have to change anything. Open jump list picker. So jump would be this thing, right? Okay. Now, interesting. So that's pretty cool. I like this menu here. I can use my mouse to scroll up and down. All right. Now, if I want to investigate, if if I wanted to like set up so I can see like, hey, what is this response? Something else. Can I see what that is? So we have debug G. Oh, that's like actual debug running the code. I don't necessarily want that. Perform a code action. Open symbol picker. What is that? Oh, no, there's no language server. Okay, so we have to set up a language server. Yeah, okay, so we have to read the docs for at least something. So, language support. You must first install the appropriate language server. You can check the language support with your installed Helix version with hx-help. So it's if I quit, is it the same thing? Can I do like that? All right, nice. Let's do hx. We do health before we start installing anything else. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Rust Analyzer is not installed for this as far as I can tell. Okay, so the LSP is not installed. The highlight text object and indent, I believe, was installed here, right? So for Rust. Oh, this is not installed either, that is the DAP. But the next three I think are. Yeah, they're all good. So I just need Rust Analyzer and LLDB VS Code. Also see language configuration docs and adding languages guide for more language configuration. That's great. Literally what we saw is this exact table here. Oh, that was the default LSP. Interesting. Okay. So language. Wait, is there an automatic way to install it? Configuration. So language support is going to be this. Adding languages. Add a new language entry in the languages.toml file and provide a configuration for the new language. Okay, where do I put the language.toml? That's probably configuration. So config helix config.toml. Probably going to be a languages in there. Oh, it just Tonda. Just install the language server and it should work just fine. Just like globally install Rust Analyzer. Rust Analyzer already or I guess like where do I install that? Yeah, let's search for a Rust Analyzer. Oh, interesting. That's like okay, so it puts all the search down here too. That's nice. Just install it from my package manager? Really? Not from cargo? You can try it. So package manager would be something like brew. Like brew search Rust analyzer. Analyzer. Can you find it? Oh yeah. Brew info. Analyzer. Okay, so that does exist. I could also install it from cargo. That would be the way that I would normally like think to install it, right? So I would normally do something like cargo, install it. Okay, don't install it from package manager, but you don't want to go through that setup. Okay, so I would want to do like cargo install rest analyzer. Um, I think that's it, right? Mm, I don't like that. You can't install from cargo because the file path they're working on, but is broken right now. Okay, so they say, okay, where do I go? How do I install it then? So I can install it from cargo. I don't want to install it from brew. I don't think I do. I install it from rust up. Okay, you guess I can do brew. Well, that's I guess what I was gonna do with rest analyzer. We have to do some sim links, and if you remember correctly, oh that sucks. But okay, so let's do brew install rest analyzer here. Okay, so fetching, downloading, installed. Okay. No hints or anything else for me to do with rest analyzer. All right, so that first test just does that do anything? So let's open up nope, I did not want to do that. I wanted to go to file main. Oh hey, look at that. I'm getting help already. Okay. Excellent. So you're now telling me that something okay, right. Because this doesn't need it. There you go. Look at that. Remove this mute. Variable does not need to be nice. Okay. Oh wait, X is not whoa. X is like a visual down. Ooh. Now it's to the right? Now I'm just confused. Insert mode. Oh right. Escape. Okay, so I have no norm mode with that. Okay, so then if I want to go to save, do you have a save in here? Save. Oh, it'd be right. It'd be right changes from all buffers. That's right all. Right changes to disk. I don't see like a shortcut for right. Yes, I know. Yeah, the keybinds do the same. Well, I know I could do that like that. I was hoping that I could like do something quick where I could do like space W instead of colon W enter. But for right now that's fine. Okay. So you're okay and you're happy with that. The X is interesting. So yeah, that's definitely different keybinds. It's not necessarily a huge problem. I think there's like a tutor for this that we can go through. Now, if I want to get the inline hints, because stacking, you were mentioning that we could do inline hints with this. Inline. Oh wait, that's just on the page that I'm on. Okay. Not sure what I'm looking for. Interface. These scopes are for theming the interface. Inline. Oh, okay. This might be what I want. So scopes in here. We have similar set of scopes for that, but where do I set that? This is for themes. Okay, to use a theme, do config.toml. Then we can override. Now, can I control this here? So like I want a theme or like scope. What was it called? Raw and markup. Okay, so not seeing anything in markup. There's like scope. It's a theme. Ooh, I can't. I'm hoping that I can like do something like that. Inline, indent style. Well, that just goes back to the previous things that I've done with up and down arrow. Okay, so if I go to, let's go to help. Oh, there's no help. It's H. Oh, interesting. Okay. I want to format in cell inline. I don't know where to look for it to go in there. Oh, wait. LSP workspace command, LSP restart, start. Okay, so tabs takes me through all these. Okay. Change the editor's theme. I don't think I want that. Sir on the phone with the miss not paying attention right this second. No problem. But okay, you are giving we have this link, which might be helpful. Okay. So with the brand new release that we have right now, which by the way is 23.03, we should double check we're on this version. Can I see version? I can't see version there. Okay, so HX. Okay, 23.03. So that's the big release we have. Okay, so we have soft wrap, inlay hints. Okay, in your config with, okay, so we want to do something like this. So we need to create in config helix config.toml. Okay, so we could do this with here. So we're gonna do, oh, you can open a config with config open. Let's try that. We do config open. All right, so we're there. I want, Now this has like editor.softwrap. Now here I'm going to do lsp.display inline hints. So it's going to be something similar to this, I think. Let's turn that on. So I think this will, oh, it's D for individual character delete. Okay. Now this was, I can have a dot, so I want this pretty much. Okay, enable true. So that's write out. Now if I open up in a current file, oh, nice. I still sort of see this. Let's come into here. Not seeing that show up as inline hints yet. I wonder if I need to like completely restart. Let's try. Oh, it doesn't like that at all. Okay. Unknown field LSP expected one of theme keys or editor. Inlay hints can be enabled in your config with the LSP display inlay hints key, which would be nice if they showed what that was. Oh, there was a set inlay hints. Okay, so for key, okay, so I want okay, so I want configuration. Where can I set like the key type stuff? Oh, maybe it's editor. Editor.lsp section. Okay, so we want editor.lsp. All right, so I want to. What was that? There's the config open. So I want to. Can I do change? Oh, okay. So I want to do to chain. Oh, to change didn't work either. Interesting. Okay. So if I do, not exactly sure how I'm changing that. Okay, so delete again. All right, so this is going to be, oh, VWD. VWD. Interesting. I'll do that. Oh, here. Can I undo? Okay, so this would be V, oh, for select, W for words, delete to delete, and then I can go in insert mode. I want to throw in editor.sp, not have that, so that's, oh, 0 to go back to the beginning would be nice. Oh, why did that delete both of them? Okay. So we have editor.lsp, so that's great. And then inside of this, we have display inline hints. So, okay, so Shift D doesn't do like the entire line, or more than one word either. Equals true. Okay, it does that. Then let's quit out. We open you back up. Okay, you're happy with that. We'll open up main. It's thinking about it. Did it? I'm not seeing it do anything, which is unfortunate. Oh, okay. I had to do something. I had to like make a change, and then it all showed up. Nice. Okay. It was kind of triggering me a little bit. They changed the keybinds just for the sake of changing. It does feel that way a little bit. I can see that for somebody who's like making a change for something. But okay, this is nice. We have inline, we have Rust Analyzer going here. Now, can I tell it? Okay, so that's default true. Display LSP progress messages below the status line. I don't know if I need that. Help. So help is there. Display docs under signature pop up. That's true. Okay, that's great. Now, is there something here for what am I thinking? What do I want? Oh, I want to update it to tell it to use Rust Analyzer to use Clippy. Is that something I can do where I tell like I give a special command to Rust Analyzer for the LSP? I don't see like a command that I can do, which is unfortunate. That would be really nice. Then I could say, okay, Clippy, let's go and do that. All right, there's a lot of configuration stuff that we can do here. That's pretty nice. So, okay, we can do editor and then set our line number to negative. Oh, sorry, to negative to relative. So let's do that. I want to let's pane write this. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to pane write this at all. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. We're gonna do Helix open config Helix config. Okay. Mike PDX, hello. Have I ever done anything with languages.toml yet in that same? No, we're very new into this. So I haven't looked at languages.toml yet. We're using Rust, and so far everything is just working without me having to touch the languages.toml, which is nice. What language would you be sort of playing around with? Okay, so if I do this, is there a way for me to get it to reload the config? So we have config, oh, config reload. Here we go. That is not relative line numbering. Did I not save you? Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Okay, so now we have relative line numbering. It's not automatically created, but to give an example of config options you could do for Rust. Oh, okay. So So if we were to do rest, scope, source, injection, aha, rest, language server, command. Okay, so I might be able to tell Rust Analyzer through this to use Clippy. Interesting. Okay, that might be really cool to sort of take a look into. This is only for normal, not for insert. Wait, really? Wait. So if I go into insert mode, oh, weird. And it immediately goes back out. Oh, that's how do we feel about that? I hadn't really even thought about that. So we have editor, line number relative. That mean that there's going to be a line number, like an editor insert mode? Line number display, absolutely essential, focus here. When unfocused or in insert mode, relative will still show the absolute line numbers. Oh. So that's just that. Yeah, it does like I guess like every once in a while I think I want to go back to that, but like also I don't know. I go back and forth. So we look at all of you. So editor section, number lines of padding around the edge of the screen when scrolling. So mouse mode, middle click paste, scroll lines, shell. Oh, when running external commands. I think okay, so it's gonna use shell. I should probably tell it to use. Well, I'm actually really curious. Is shell aliased to something in a Mac? Let's see. Which shell? No. Okay, so that is just good old shell. Like that's a predates Bash. Like Born Again shell was like that one version 2 essentially. Okay. Line number, cursor line highlights all lines with a cursor. I don't think I want that. Cursor column. Gutters to display. Available are diagnostics, diff, and line numbers, and spacer. Note that diagnostics also include other features like breakpoints. One with padding would be inserted if gutters is non-empty. So data, spacer, line numbers, spacer, diff. Oh, this is default. Okay. Auto completion is true. Auto format is true. Auto save is false, but I'm okay with like not having auto save. What are debounces? So 400 milliseconds. In Helix, you have to first select the thing you want to manipulate. For example, to delete entire line, use XD. Yeah, XD. X is select entire line. D, delete your selection. Okay. Wait, X is select the entire line? Oh, that makes sense then. Okay. I was wondering what was like why it was going down. It's not just select the entire line, it's select also the next entire line too. So select that entire line, D, or then okay, U for undelete too. Okay, that then makes sense. Set to true to make completions always replace the entire word and not just the part before the cursor. I'm betting we're gonna want to set this to true, but I don't remember. I run into this sometimes with like VS Code where then and also in NeoVim and pretty much everything where it just like weird stuff happens. So I might want the completion replace to be true for the entire word. Let's add that in here. So true. Oh, it wants to be an actual boolean. So true. Auto info is true. True color. Undercurl. Set to true to override automatic detection of a terminal undercurl support. I don't think I have that. Okay, so that's all editor stuff. We have status line things. Now the status line is this down here, right? Okay, so we have left stuff, center stuff, and right stuff. So we have mode spinner. So we have the mode. We have the file name that we're in. Interesting. That says, is this default? Is this what the default is? I don't know if I want to play around with this yet. Spinner, a progress spinner indicated by LSP activity. Okay. That isn't it, the left. Okay. Ooh, okay. So there is some other stuff in here that could be nice. The current branch name or a detected commit hash of the open workspace. So version control might be nice to have in here. So this is going to be in editor status line. Oh, I wish I could select that. I guess I could select it here. So Londo Spark, with a tier 1 subscription, 12 months already. It's nearly a year. Indeed it is. Thank you, Londo. And how are you doing today? All right, so if I do this, I need like, I can't just like add to it, right? So I add in, okay, so we have left is done. Maybe I want to put it into the middle, the center. You like where they put those type hints? Trying to do the same in NeoVim with inlay hints. Yeah, it looks pretty nice here. Okay, so I want to, let's try center. Now right now that's file name. So I'm okay with file name, and then maybe to the left of file name. I'm already in insert mode. I want, what was it? It was version control. Wait, is that already in the left? Oh, okay. So what was this? It was not X. I want word select all. Oh no, word selects them. It was there's the select thing. The NewVim plugin is okay, but NewVim needs to give them better support. In the hands is the reason you switch to Helix for now. Yeah, these are really nice. Stacking, are you using the default key bindings for Helix, or are you oh, V for select mode? Okay, so V for select mode, go to that, and then I want to delete you. There we go. Then we write you. Okay, I don't have. All right, so if I open you up, let's do a get init. Wait, I'm in a get init. I'm on the master branch. You're not showing me the version control. That's too bad. Okay, V select mode, then BV or BW. Okay, so wait, if I went back to here, it was so it's V for select mode, then B. Oh, that goes to so W for forward. Interesting. Okay. Oh, BW. Oh, back to the end of the thing. Okay, that makes sense. You're trying the default key bindings for now, but it's causing some frustration just from old habits. I can imagine that. The way I like to think about it, and the way I've explained it to people in the past, it's like you're playing a game on a controller. You want like eventually you get to the point where you don't have to look down at the keys or the buttons that you're pressing, but the controller just happens to be 128 buttons with three modifier buttons. So the branch name or detached commit hash of the open workspace, that doesn't seem to do what I was expecting it to do. That's too bad. Okay, we have the LSP section. Now, eventually it'd be nice for me to set up snippets, but I want only snippets that I create. Cursor shape, okay. Now that could be interesting. We could change it to be block bar. Okay, so by default to block. Okay, I like the idea of insert mode. It changes to a bar probably. So let's all they don't have it. Okay, fine. I can't select you. What are you? Why did you? Oh, because it's an A tag in a code snippet thing. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so let's come down here. Cursor shape. I want insert. And I want you to be a bar. There it goes. Okay, so now if I go into insert mode, it actually looks like it makes it a little bit easier to sort of see, hey, I'm in insert mode now. That to me makes a lot more sense. You imagine it feel like having a handbrake and the indicators in the wrong place in a new car. Exactly. But then eventually you get used to it and you're fine. Like we as we're really good at like just adapting to new situations and new things. It's fine. Okay, so we have file picker. Okay, so we can set, I don't want, okay, so get ignore enables reading get ignore files true. Wait, it enables that? Like we're allowed to do that? Okay, I don't like that. So we, nope. Oh, I'm already on the left side. Okay, so if I'm in here, if I do a touch.env, and we do, I want to go into like a dot get ignore. Is there no dot get ignore for this? Oh, there is a dot get ignore. So hidden enables ignoring hidden. Oh, okay. I get it now. It's not enable seeing hidden files. It's enables ignoring hidden files and default is true. So I cannot see them by default. So if I look at file picker, is there a way for me to like update this to like, I cannot look at that. Can I see file picker for open a jump list picker? Maybe that. No, that's not gives me that either. Okay, so I want to enable hidden files. So hidden is true. Now this is going to be in editor file picker. I want hidden true. Delete. Okay, refresh you. And so now if I open file picker, oh, get ignore. Still not showing. Is this one of the ones I have to like restart? Oh, okay. So it's still not showing. Oh, wait. It's probably hidden false is what I want here. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. That is opposite than what I would expect. I would really expect that this to like show hidden true or something like that. Okay. So ignore get ignore enables reading get ignore files. And this is okay. This is the opposite of this. Oh, I don't like that. I really don't like that at all. Okay, so then let's say we now create a file. We're gonna touch. So I have this .env, which what is even in that file? Hold on. I have a .env in there. On a cd into. So where am I? I'm in a code. Brooks exploring. Oh, I need a code builds exploring Axum. It's not .env. It's an empty file. Oh, I probably could have seen that from this. Okay, so let's let's cat to the .env. Let's throw in a, I don't know, super secret value equals do not expose on stream. Okay, so created this super secret value. We don't want to expose it on stream. Here I am going around. I open this up and oh shit. My .env literally just previewed that. Okay, so that's not great. So I want, now we have hidden, and then there's this get ignore. I want to be false. Okay, can I have you read the config? Thank you. I want get ignore equals to be false. Oh, it's not in the get ignore yet. Okay, so hold on. Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Before I do this, I xdu save you. Let's reload. Okay, so we have our .env. Everything is here, is just fine. We're able to see it. Okay, so then I add this into the .env here. Wait, I do. Oh, so space window goes to the next window. It's not exactly what I want. Okay, so do that. Now okay, so by default I can't see anything in the get ignore. Okay, great. So that is good. The way these are written is like tripping my brain out. It's making me really confused. Coding Garden fan, hello. Yes, we are Helixing. Okay, auto pairs for brackets and everything else. Defaults to true. I'm okay with those being in there. Oh, and we can set, we can like add new types of pairs to have. Interesting. So I can do something like, hey, we have a colon. It adds an auto pair. Okay, so if we ever need to, we can come in and add those. Search. Enable smart case regex searching. Still be okay. Okay. White space. Okay, I don't need to render. I don't really need to render the white space. I'm okay with that. Indent guides. I don't think I want to have an indent guide. Gutters. Okay, so I think this is default. And I think I'm okay with this so far. Line numbers. Okay, so it's using 3. Okay, so it's using 3 characters for the line number. So which means if we go over 100, if we go over 999 lines, then it's gonna have trouble. Okay, interesting. So future stuff. to use. Soft wrap. Interesting. Can I have it soft wrap visually only? I think that's what soft wrap is. Okay, so if we go back to whoa, what was P? Oh, paste to clipboard after selection. I want to go into our main. Oh, interesting. Okay, so jump picker allows me to go back and forth between different things that I was on before. That's nice. All right, so here is this. If we look over, that is all right. This could be soft wrapped. So if I set soft wrap enable, set key field. Okay, so this is gonna be editor soft wrap. I'll just do it this way. It's kind of weird that opens up a new line there. For some reason, I thought like maybe sometimes it's not opening up a new line. Oh man, like a single delete deletes like an empty line. I'm used to like that being uh, a DD that you need to do. Okay, an O does open up the next one down. That makes sense. Okay, editor soft wrap. Enable true. Okay, so enable that. Max wrap, increase value to reduce forced midward wrapping. Max indent retain. Okay, so if I just do that. Oh, and there's these other things that we can do too. Maximum free space left at the end of the line. Maximum indentation to carry over when soft wrapping a line. Okay, so if I save you, oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. You have this little indication right here. Now if I, ooh, now this is different than Vim. So in VI, in Vim, and NeoVim, if I right here, if I go down one with my Y, that doesn't take me down to line 37. It takes me down to the next wrapped item in the same line. That's interesting. Like that's how every other editor that's not Vim based works. I'm not used to that, but I can see it. I can see it being nice too. Because like there's certain times where you're like, I just want to go down to this character one line below, but it's not this. It's not one line below. It's the same line, and then yeah, it's a thing. And that's it. That's all the configuration stuff. Themes. So this is the default theme, whatever it is. How are you feeling about it? It's not. It's very subtle with like all of this stuff here. I don't want to create a theme. I'm not good at that. I just want to choose somebody else who's much better at it. Do you have a list of themes that you have built in? All this stuff. Okay, no, they don't. Okay, the names default and base 16 default are built-in themes. Is there a list of themes that like are provided like besides default? I guess is that it? Is that what default is? What was it? It was editor.theme or is it? Oh, it's add this to the top. Okay. So theme equals name, which is probably gonna be default. If you type control theme, then the tab key will let you scroll through the themes live. Okay, so come over here. Default is the only one that we have. Okay, now if I want to do something like this, so we have default theme. I want to, it's like, oh no, I put this at the bottom of the file. I want to now move this to the top of the file. Now, normally in Vim, I would delete it. That would auto put it into my paste buffer. I could then move up to the top and I would do Shift P to paste it in above my cursor. What can I do here? So can I do line, delete, come up to top, paste? All that works exactly as expected. Okay. All right. And so then if I reload or config, oh, need a space. Oh, theme. Oh, okay. I see it now. Oh, this will just auto do it. Okay. So we have, it's a lot of themes in here. I am terrible at like choosing themes. So I will be more than happy to go with whatever themes you all feel like let's go with. All right, favorite themes. Put in the chat your favorite themes, and we'll I'll add it in. If we have more than one, we could vote on it, or I can just look at them and decide which ones I like. And then if I can't decide, then we'll vote on it. I've done high contrasts ones in the past just for the comments to make them obvious. Okay, some of them are nice. IU Dark. IU Dark. All right, let's see if we could find IU Dark. Whoa. Oh, that's at the beginning. IU Dark. Okay. Robot. Your favorite theme is Doom Acario Dark. Seems as good contrast in the dark theme. I could also go with light mode just to wind people up. That's absolutely true. I know that there's some people that hook up their Twitch chat to the theme, so you can like just change the theme on people and like cause problems. Okay, so there's IU Dark, and then there was what something Doom Acario Dark. All right, so this is Doom Acario Dark. Over here, let's do actually quit and not Vim, Helix. Let's open up the same file and let's do theme IU Dark. Okay, so we have Doom Acario Dark on the left, and then up here we have IU Dark. How are you all feeling about these? They like to me they look very similar, but like I'm able to see, okay, so we have, let's go up to the top for both these. These are very like pop out because they're white. Oh, and I'm able to see, are these methods? No, these are structs coming out from it. You can see the async function better in IU. So over here we have, wait, this is Doom. The async is like the same. It's not like different for the keyword async. The function is different. Like to me, yeah, this is very different from like the name of the function. So in that case, that's nice. Uh, name. Okay, so these are like very different from like a keyword to like the name of the variable. I like it. The contrast in Doom is a little bit too much for you, and the darker red blends in a little bit too much. I can see that. I can see. I wonder if it could be. I wonder if there's like one that's. Is there something similar to Doom? No, I'm in the wrong one. Oh, there's no other Doom. Like I can't do like a Doom Acario. Yeah, it's like it's interesting. Well, I keep on changing themes myself because I just haven't found one that like is the most amazing thing ever. Like I think we were using Monokai in the last one. Monokai. Oh. This gives you a little bit of that. If we go, okay, Monokai Aqua is not bad. Actually, this one's nice because we have the async as a separate keyword than like function. That's nice. Oh yeah, we could look at some of the other the theme IU. So there's dark, evolve, and dark is literally just the background's a little bit darker. Okay, that's all they are. It's just the backgrounds. This one uses. Is it using? Oh, over here, Monokai uses italics. Yes, that's true. Aqua's nice. Yes, like so far, Monokai Aqua is my favorite of these. Um, was there? There's Night Owl. Uh, isn't Night Owl the one that was made by Sarah Drasner for View? But I don't remember anymore. I don't think that one really exists. Is there like? There's no one named Rust. That would be nice. Let's see. Is there? There's like Dracula is a common one that people like also. I don't know. I'm liking the Monokai one the most so far. Let's see. What else was there? Oh, I really wish that I could use the arrow keys to select these and loop through the list, but I can't. Because I don't want. Okay, can I? Okay, that's nice. It's going through all the different dark ones. We can just look through all the different dark ones easily. So dark high contrast. Oh, solarized is another really popular one. We might have been using solarized. I don't know. I'm okay with we can switch to Monokai. So let's do Monakai Aqua. So we can switch that. So that's what is that? It's the config. No. Okay. Config open. We'll do change Monokai Aqua. That was not Monokai Aqua. Did I misspell it? Oh, underscore. Okay. Now, normally in Vim, I would be able to do like a replace. So like an R underscore. Oh, that replaced the entire word. Oh, I'm in. So when I did word, well, so when I'm doing W to jump forward for a word, that's not. Oh, interesting. It's selecting that entire thing. Is that not what I'm doing? How do I unselect? So like V for unselect. No, that doesn't work. Escape doesn't work. Move forward and backwards. Then okay, so R is replace. Yeah, let's try this again. There we go. Yeah, it was. I wonder if it would work with the dash. Probably wouldn't. It probably needs to be exactly what we expect it to be. Okay, so we can try this. When I come back and we start doing coding again, we can try playing around with Helix and using it and seeing how far we get before either we go insane or we like customize the heck out of it to start like doing Vim type things where I can do like space S. Like what is space? What is S? Open a symbol picker. Okay, so I can switch between the different functions. I guess that's nice to have. Space capital S is the entire workspace symbol picker. That would be okay. I wanna open this in a project that has a lot of workspaces or a lot of things. So let's quit out of here. Let's go to our LMS. Here, well, okay, let's open up Helix. Language server not active. Okay, for current buffer. So we have to first open up, let's go into main. This is a larger project, so I'm guessing that it's going to take a little bit longer for it to load up and get Rust Analyzer working. Oh, nice. Okay, so the branch is working here now. That's what we expect it to be. Oh, when I click on this, that little circle appears. I don't know what that means. Oh, this is that a breakpoint? I'm setting breakpoints. It's not what I want to do. Not the sizzle. Hello. You have no idea what's going on here. Is coding that hard? Yes and no. The act of coding itself isn't really that hard. It's more of learning how to like a different mindset to communicate with a computer. So that way you can tell it exactly what to do and it like does what you want it to do versus what you told it to do, which are not always the same thing. It is until it isn't, until it is again. That's a great way of putting it too. Not the sizzle. Have you played complex puzzle games? Nah. Let's see. Okay, are you aware of games like Dwarf Fortress? Things like that? Human resource machine is a great one too. That's a little bit too close to like programming in my like for what I have in mind for the metaphor. No, oh no. Okay. How about okay, we'll just go with Minecraft. You haven't done a puzzle ever. Okay. Have you played with or are aware of Minecraft with redstone? Minecraft, yeah. Okay, perfect. So redstone is what? It's like a little powder. It's like a little stuff you can put around, and it causes blocks to change to do something when it touches it, right? Like it powers it and like does stuff. It's sort of like almost like acts like electricity with wires and other stuff. Um, Programming is very similar to that. Like the general idea of redstone is super basic and super simple. Well, I have a button. If I create like a redstone torch and then redstone to the button, it auto creates the button when the redstone torch is lit. And when it's not lit, it like does like the other type of button state. Programming is exactly like that. It's okay, this is really simple. Look at this. I just type some words. I have this fn, this main, this run. They're all like English words. They're all like mean what I expect it to mean, but the language that I'm using, so that would be like the game itself, and then the computer it's running on, which for the game it would be used to be Java. I don't know if it's still Java anymore. That all sort of like takes that and figures out what's going on and then causes something to happen. Now, this is like a super simple file because all it's doing is just running this main function. But if I were to open up maybe our library file, that's a tiny bit more that's going on. Let's find another file. I want to open up maybe. Oh, I know. We'll go to the home file. This one now, suddenly, we're getting really complex. How do we memorize all those terms and know how to fix them? In your first year of college, you're trying to gain as much CS knowledge as possible. Okay, so you're taking CS. So I don't have to go like super basic then. Yeah, just like Londo says, you don't memorize. Or rather, you don't memorize isn't the goal. Memorize happens as you just use things more often. So if I think like the buttons on like a controller when you're playing a game is really good here. So let's say you're playing a game and you always remember what the jump button is. You don't have to look down anymore because the first 100 times you did it, you did have to look down. But now you just press so often that you're just used to it. So you don't. It became second nature. But you didn't go in and train yourself for the game by saying, I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna wait until I learn that this button means jump before playing it. You started playing it, and then it just internalized and just became something normal. So your professor lied. I have, I have, um, I have very strong opinions on professors at colleges. They're not necessarily held by many other people. I am not a fan of college courses. I don't think that like it's great education, unfortunately. I wish that it was. And I also know that like, how important having a degree is too. So it's like, oh, it sucks. There's a lot of self-learning that we have to do in college. I don't think they lied. There's a college programming, there's industry programming. You prefer the latter. That's also very true. Like what we do in real life is going to be different than what you learn in college, and that's okay. Uh, the most important thing is to learn how to learn and improve and grow and like get bigger, because as soon as you leave college, your learning journey has really just begun. Boot camps are better, right? Not necessarily. So I worked at a boot camp, but I would not recommend, like, I don't recommend boot camps unless I know the teachers, unless I know their systems, and unless I know like what's going on with it. So I wouldn't just recommend one or the other. Uh, yeah, it really sucks. Like education right now is not a great place. So I would say learn how you learn. And if you get great education from your courses, that's great. If you don't, well, that's okay, because you're going to learn how you learn and then go through with it. So you just get stuck in, play with it, play with some open source projects, then maybe then start maybe contributing. It's tough education, but you learn so much there. Yes, that's one way to do it. I would go for that one. Think of something to make and then make it. I would go for that. So, for example, I let's see. I wanted to learn Rust because I was doing a lot of web development. I had used a bit of C in the past. I'd used a bit of Python. I wanted some like compiled, strongly typed backend language. My choices at the time were like I don't know if was Swift was like maybe coming out very shortly. Maybe it had come out. So there was Swift, but that was not really back end yet. Because there was Go, there was Rust. I can go back to C, C sharp, Java, something like things like that. C doesn't really count because it's not really strongly typed, mostly kind of. So then chatting to some friends, decided to go with Rust. So I chose the language and then I chose a project. I want to like build like a command line utility for this. I want to build this other thing for this. So we built the little fun things. Eventually I settled on building little game things. So learned Rust, built some games, built some simulations. Um, and that's what I do. Like when I want to learn something, I build it. Like for example, here, if I were to start the server up, this is what it looks like. This is what that code from all the different files is creating here. Rumil, hello. Nice hat. Thank you. Yes, this is my exploration hat. We're exploring Helix today. You've always had a dream to create teleportation using a website. What do you mean teleportation? Because that could just be a joke, or it could be actually like an interesting idea. Okay, so this is in Helix. I'm not getting the inline hits. Do I have to like save this? Oh, S is select. Interesting. Okay. What did I have to do? Okay, that's giving me that. Oh, right, not that. It's X, delete. Oh, okay, here. Oh, function component. You know what? I am not a fan of this. Okay, this is Monokai. Okay, I'm not a super fan of that anymore. If we went to default, yeah, they become nice and like the type hints here, the inlay is nice and muted compared to everything else. I don't like I don't like that. Oh, like actual teleportation, but you know it's impossible. Yeah, if we were to go like, okay, we're gonna teleport you, as in you can do something here and it affects something somewhere else, then absolutely we can do that. So for example, uh you could use a combination of like Raspberry Pi, some like IoT devices, and some motors and some other things. And then you can, with your computer, or you can like build like a little thing on your hand or whatever, you can do something and it causes the other thing to do the exact same thing across the world. So you could do magical teleportation type stuff. How? So imagine that you have a Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi is a small computer that you can get for like $250 or so, maybe less. There's other those like that are similar to that are even cheaper. You can connect motors and other things to it, and you can put your code onto the Raspberry Pi or other device, and it controls things. And then connected to the internet. So if it's connected to like a Wi-Fi internet, it's then listening to a server for commands. And when it receives a command, it does something. On the other end, you create some code that sends commands to the server. So now you can basically, like, this is what code allows us to do, is just you imagine it, you can do it. Remote surgeries have been done that way recently. Exactly, yes. You can have like a robot arm that has like a laser on it or a little knife on it, and somebody is controlling that and causing the robot arm to do things. That would be engineering too, yes. The power of programming mixed with something else is usually where like the real power is, because like programming just on itself doesn't solve any problems, but when you combine it with engineering, when you combine it with um like any domain, any business domain, it really becomes powerful. So like if you don't want to create like physical things, you can create automated things. Like there's some people that create bots that will go and like auto chat for them on Discord. So like if you ever see like something that like responds to you on Discord or Slack, and it will just like auto respond to you or let you do like a weird little fun thing or play a game, that's code. That's somebody code wrote that. Okay, so I want a different theme. Okay. That has this nice. Okay, so what was the other one? Awu Dark. No, okay. This function component is too similar to these. I want this to be different. So I want it to be none of the above. IU Evolve puts a little background around it. That's not terrible. IU Mirage might be okay. Let's go with this for a little bit. Okay, so we have this. This is great. Um, Now we have some of the auto completes, right? So if I do let, I don't know, like my thing equals. All right, so that's nice how it like how fast that comes up. So I want maybe like a U. Yeah, let's do a U hooks. So let's do a use. Okay, so I can do arrow keys for that. Select. I don't know what that is. Interesting. Okay, so I want visual select. Oh, back. Change. Okay, so use. Okay, I can use the arrow keys for this too. Okay, nice. These are much nicer looking than Can I use the arrow? I can't use the mouse with it to scroll up and down. That's too bad. That was nice in uh in the other one. Okay, so we have function, keyword. Okay, these are nice. I like the it's out. It's actually trying to be out of the way, which is also really nice. What was I doing? Oh, I ran out of everything. Let's do use. Okay, so that's great. So I could use like use you wait, do you not have the U hooks? Oh. Use location. Okay, there's use location, there's use effect. Okay. Oh, weird. There it's going through like all these weird other things that don't start with use. Oh, because like atomic size US. Oh. So if I do use underscore, that limits me to like the things that I want to get. Okay. So I'm not getting any weird stuff anymore. And I am seeing use effect, but I'm not seeing use effect once. So use. There it is. Now it's showing up. Oh, okay. All right. I think I think it'll take a little bit of time to get used to, but I think it'll work. I wonder, is there a good? Oh, there's the Helix tutor, right? We can do tutor. Yeah, tutor. Okay. Is it possible to code your cat to say hi on stream? Yes. So, have you ever seen any of the people who have like talking cats, like Billy the talking cat, who has the buttons and can whose favorite word is mad? Imagine if I create a button. I don't have any buttons here, for example, but imagine if I know, I'm getting there. Imagine if I had a button, made it like a nice big button, about that big, so the cat can actually press it. Put a little bit of code inside of it, and when Zilby presses the button, so when the button presses down, it sends a chat message to chat, and then it would be Zilby saying hi. I've actually thought about this. If I had time, like I have so many projects that I want to work on, and don't have time to work on it, so I don't generally do any of them. I do very few of them. But it would be amazing for me to build a device which you all could, like using a channel points, could cause like a little bit of food to drop out, like maybe some like dried treats that he really likes. So if he comes up and says hi, you could then like give him a treat, and it would like drop into a tray, or and it would, that would like be an excuse for him to like come over and say hi in the stream. Then you can feed him a little bit. Maybe we can even have that be available on like a website where he can come press a button for a treat, and it takes a photo of him and lets it go. Like there's so many different options to do here, and coding really helps. Lon, do you still want to use computer vision and a webcam to make a kettle that won't boil if it's being washed? That's a great idea. Yes, all of these are great ideas. All of these are like absolutely possible. Um, not the sizzle. if you watch like the I think somebody who uses code to to really interesting, funny uses would be Doug Doug. Doug Doug on stream does a lot of like his code itself is like not necessarily you want to like copy the style of code, but just using code in order to like solve a problem, which is he wants chat to be able to do different interesting things with against each other and against him. He does that extremely well. And that really just shows what you can do with code. There's you know what I did? I on my other stuff, but I actually wrote a code thing where you can like in chat play a game like with me or against me. That's also like something we've done in the past. All right. So standard up left, right down with here. That's fine. Exiting, quit, quits out. Okay. Type the D key to delete the character under the cursor. So that, move the cursor to the line marked below. Delete this. Okay, so it wants us to do that. Oh, I was supposed to. Okay. When sentence is correct, move on to next lesson. I key to enter insert mode. Oh, there's a streamer who hooked Final Fantasy VII up to chat too. I want to do that sometime. I wanna do some like interactive things where we hook up chat to like a game or something and play through it. I don't know what games are best for that. I think it would be a lot of fun to sort of like use Rust to program that kind of thing and go with it. Especially, I think it would be good like showing off like programming, like interactive programming too, especially async programming because there's a lot of that while waiting for things to happen, and multi-threading is like going to be big in there. Okay, insert mode. I'll move the cursor to the line below. Move to a place in a line which is missing text. So this. Insert mode, type the text. So that, then press escape to enter, repeat into the line. So this is like, but of course I can just do arrow keys too. Okay, so saving a file, we can do W. Okay, chapter 1 recap. You know, it'd be nice if it told me what percentage through the file I was in this type of thing. That'd be nice. More insert commands. So I inserts before the selection. So if I'm here on E, that puts it before the E. A goes afterwards. I goes to the beginning of the line. A goes to the end of the line. Okay. Opening lines. So O below, O above. Okay. Recap. Okay. Motions and select it. Double to select forward until the end of the next word. The D key doesn't actually delete the character at the cursor, it deletes all the selected text. Your cursor is like a single character selection. Move the cursor to this line. W to the beginning. Okay, so sentence. I mean, so that makes sense. That's nice. It's also like going to be, I think this one's going to be the hardest, one of the hardest ones to get used to because I'm not used to W also selecting. Okay, so W move forward, beginning, E to move to the end of the current word. Oh, but like it continues to move forward. Like so it doesn't like not move forward once I'm at the current word. Back. To select the word under cursor, combine E and B. Words and words. Oh, W, E, and B also have. Okay, so E goes. How's that different? Words instead of words. Words are only separated by white space, whereas words can be separated by other characters in addition to white space. Ah, okay. So hold on. So if I do B to back here, and then E to here, or E. Okay, that's nice. So it's okay. That's great. Change command C. So that changes whatever's controlled by the cursor. So if I have like W like that, that changes that entire thing. Counts with motions. Type a number before a motion to repeat it. So if I want to go down, let's say, and I do like 5 down, that takes me down 5 lines. So that's a standard Vim thing. Now if I do like 3, okay, I can see that I've got 3 selected down here. Select extend mode. V to enter select mode. Okay, so V. Then type V again or escape to return to normal mode. In select mode, every movement will extend the selection as opposed to replacing it. Okay. Oh, and like escape doesn't remove that. Moving again, though, does. Type X to select a whole line, X again to select the next line. Okay. Ooh. What did I do? Shift R did and? Is that a paste essentially? Okay, I want to try a Shift X. Shift X is, oh, Shift X doesn't do it again, whereas X does it multiple times. Okay. Literally said right there, though. Type semicolon to collapse selections to single cursors. Sometimes we want to deselect having, okay, so, oh, that's what it is. Okay, so semicolon deselects. Okay, got it. So if I'm there, I want to, okay, semicolon is nice. That's a good one to have. Undo and redo. Okay. Copying and pasting. So Y and P. Now if I like go forward a word and I do Y, I come here. P is just immediately afterwards, just like View, Vim. Searching. Okay, so that takes me directly there. If I can't, okay, 10 cancel, it takes me back. Okay. Multiple cursors. This is going to be nice. C to duplicate the cursor to the next suitable line. Nice. Okay. But if I want to do it by oh, how do I undo that? Alt C? It's comma. Okay. Let me see where that was. Did this say, oh, type comma to remove the second cursor? Okay. So yeah, if I do C to duplicate that, comma, oh, it goes down to the second one. Nice. Select command. So type S to select matches in the selection. So I'm type S to select match. So move the cursor to this. Type X. Oh, S. Oh, to within the selection. Okay. Got it. And then if I want, now let's say I want to do the, let's see, what's something that's not the same? Okay. Here's a type that exists in multiple places. So if I select you, no, it's just going down. That's not what I want. Okay, fine. We'll do select via regex. Select the line S line. Wait, that's not okay. That's not going to do it. Align selections. Move the, okay, so type ampersand. Okay, so if I select all these and I do, that doesn't like that. Align the contents of the selections. Oh, it's okay. So instead of that, I do that. Oh, that's how it works. Okay. Okay. Split selection into lines. That's not. Okay. Alt S. Okay, so if I do, if I select all of you and I do Alt S. Ah, okay. So now that's slightly better than normal. That's great. So that's also something that's important. Um, that's Alt S. So now if I do something like Word Alt S, it's not exactly what I was going for. So it's probably going to be something to do with S. Oh, I was really hoping there would be like multiple selections where I can like do VS Code style. Where like, let's say I want type. So I want to select type. But I want to get I want to get the other type instead. So I want, so it'd normally be like Shift C, Alt C. No. Whoa. Oh, weird. When I'm doing, what is this? Oh, it's an undo. That's why. That's what's happening. Undo. So let's say I want to do the type. Okay. Then I want to do the, so normal C goes to that. I don't want that. I keep on doing undo when I want to do E. I don't know why. Slippy, probably because Helix had a major update either today or yesterday. That's probably why people are taking a look at it. I keep on doing undo. The keyboard command I'm on Colmac, and so my undo and E are like right next to each other. So if I want this, okay, let's not do that one. Let's do the move. So it's not C. That changes. I don't want Shift C because that just goes straight down. That doesn't help. I want, it doesn't want to be Alt C. Shift Alt C. That goes up. That's not what I want. Control C. Control C is a comment? Oh, that's weird. Control Shift C? Control Shift Alt C? Okay, no. I went way up. Okay, selecting to a character, type F character to select up to and including. So find, oh, it's just a character. So F C. Okay. T. Okay, but not including. Okay, so exclusive. Unlike Vim, Helix doesn't limit these to the current line. So it's like at the end of the file, that could be a problem. Hi. Are you getting hungry? Do you want me to go feed you? the replace command. Okay, so replace, we've done that before. Dot repeats the last character. Shift or replace with yanked text. Okay, that's what we did before. That was weird. Joining lines. Type J to join together lines in selection. So wait a second. You want me to go... Okay, that interesting. I don't know how often I would want to do that. Indenting. Now, being able to just indent these without having to like visually select them, that is nice. That kind of sucks in Vim. Control A and Control X to... Oh, okay. So up and down with selection. Okay. Like a lot of these things, like I'm not gonna remember. I think some of them, the important thing is to remember that they exist. Okay, so registers for doing that. I don't care about that. I usually don't do a lot of macros or register. Like I don't have to think about it that much. Searching. Okay, so most recent search is stored. We can use that. I don't really care. I don't think. Jump list. It's like that's this thing, right? Yeah, so it could jump to different stuff. Press Control S to manually save your position to the jump list. So if I do Control S, oh, but that gives me search. I'm gonna need to figure out what's the what's the command in Zellage to let me ignore command outside of it. Is it twice? No, okay. Pass through is not. I want a command to like the child. I don't know. I don't know what command I would use that for that. Ooh, there's a cheat sheets page. The cheat sheets for here is not helpful. Use Helix daily. You just wish the gutter and line numbers didn't take up so much space. You can kind of, sort of change that. Kind of, it looks like. I'm okay. Can I save? So I have the jump list here. Can I save to jump list? I can manually do this. So I can save. Okay, so I can do that, and then I can come and see it. All right, that makes sense. That kind of sucks. Alt. Okay, so Sure. Let's see. No selections remaining. Move the cursor to the line below. Mark that. Select both lines. Select. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, so if I choose that. Oh, weird. Oh, that's how I get the multiple cursors. Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. I've been wondering how they do this. So I select all these, and then I do select. Let's see what's something on both of these, like wood, and now hit return, and I've got multiple cursors here. Nice, like that. Oh wait, okay, and it is doing stuff. Excellent. How? So we noticed in. Sorry, I didn't see that right away. We noticed in the config that we can change the number of lines. Let's see, where was it? Configuration in the gutter. So first of all, you can have which gutters to display here. And then second, there was a where was it? It was a gutter. It was like some line. Uh, the number of lines to have, and I think it was 3 digits worth. Editor gutters section. Okay, so editor gutters, you can have that layout. So you can like change those and just like select which ones you have, and then minimum width. Oh, it's only minimum width. Oh, I thought it was like width. Okay, so you can have minimum width be 1, so it doesn't take up quite as much space. So if we set min width to be let's see, editor gutters line numbers. So if I go back to this, this has 1,000, so this doesn't help. Let's come over here. Editor.gutters, I think. We'll do set editor.gutters dot min width. It doesn't like that. Okay, so I think I can do editor gutters min width equals, let's do 1. And then we'll reload the config. Oh, editor.gutters.line numbers. There it goes. Okay, so that takes up a little tiny bit less space. What was the theme that we chose for this one again? I already forgot what it was, and I like it a little bit more. Okay, it is after 12. Oh wow. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. Okay, so the entire point was like the multiple selection. So I'm happy about that, and we can Okay. Select all those, and that's gonna be fine. I can select like each one separately as like the major one that I'm on, but it doesn't really matter. I still have multiple selections, so that's good. Changing case, okay, tilde for whatever you're selected on. Splitting directions, I don't think I do very often. All right. Commenting, Control C. Oh, and that's it. That's everything we've got. So if I select, so if I go, I don't know, like go up to top of the file. Let's say we select like I don't know, 10,000x. So I select everything. And I want to select. I want to do comment. 21 selections, and now I have 21 lines here. And so now I can then do a bunch of stuff. But of course I've lost it, so now I'm screwed. So interesting. All right. Good to play around with. I think we'll try playing with this starting on Monday when I'll be back. On Monday morning at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, I'll be back to continue working on our LMS, which was this project. I guess this project itself. We are currently working on creating a course, so we'll see how Helix is going for us. So with that, I need to go off and grab lunch because I am starving. So I will see you all next time, and that's it. Bye.